With just the right crisp, tender crust, a slice from this homemade white bread makes a great companion for your steaming bowl of soup. In fact, people go out of their way to buy it in Riverton. After today, you can make Jacqueline Gunderson's famous kettle bread at home. It's great to meet you. Great to have you. What makes this kettle bread worth driving for?
Well, it's a long process, first of all. I start it the night before because it has to ferment and rise overnight. So it's kind of a process that a lot of people don't have time to do, but I make the time to do it for you.
And people are so grateful you do.
And it's so delicious and it smells so good. Sometimes I leave the front door open to the shop and just let it, you know, go out
our
the front
studio
door.
today is just like a dream come true. So you're going to show us what goes into this.
Okay, the ingredients are actually very simple. The process is what takes more detail. So when it comes down to the ingredients, you're going to need 13 1/3 cups of flour. So I put it all here.
It's a lot of flour.
It is a lot of flour. So this is going to make 5 loaves. So you can do less if you want.
Listen,
but
I'm not complaining about
you'll never complain about having 5 loaves of this bread around. So then you're gonna need about 5 tablespoons of kosher salt.
Okay, there it goes.
Right in there.
We forgot to mention you need a big bowl.
Big bowl. Get a big bowl. If you don't have a big bowl like this, just get yourself one.
Okay.
And then 1 tablespoon of yeast.
Okay.
Go ahead and put that in there. And then you're gonna need 10 cups of water. And you want this like a room temperature. You don't want it hot, it will kill the yeast. You don't want it too cold or it won't activate.
Okay.
So add all that water in here and you can see that the flour and water are almost equal parts. So that's gonna make a sticky dough. This is where it gets fun and this is where my kids always want to help because you're gonna mix it by hand. If you have a mixer, you can totally do it in a mixer.
Okay.
Use your paddle on your KitchenAid, whatever you need. But for me, I like to mix it by hand. So I'm just gonna get right in there.
Go for it,
We're gonna start mixing it.
Yep.
And it's gonna get very sticky very fast.
All right. And you started selling this bread how long ago?
Once I opened my storefront is when we started selling it because I had the oven capacity to make as many as what were needed.
Okay.
So yes, you can see how sticky it's already getting.
I love that it's like a Riverton treasure, that people just crave this bread.
Yes. I have lots of moms that stop in. My boys won't let me go home unless I've grabbed a loaf of bread.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so once we get that all mixed in.
You can see how sticky it is. It just gets very sticky. It'll mix all together. You know when it's all mixed. It'll look just like this right here.
Can I sneak this out of your way?
Take that right out of the way. And I'll rinse my hands very quickly. You'll want to cover it overnight is what you're going to want to do. So you can put saran wrap like I did right here with this bowl. Okay. So I started this one last night. This is what it should look like. You can see how much it's fermented and risen. It's nice and fluffy. That's exactly what you want it to look like.
All right, then what?
So once you've got that done, you want a very floured tabletop. Okay. Because it is sticky, like we mentioned.
Can I start unwrapping this?
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and pull that plastic wrap right off.
Okay.
I'm gonna flour this baby up.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, it is gonna be so delicious.
All right, teach us the tricks.
Alrighty, once you've got a nice floured tabletop, grab your little dough scraper if you have one.
To punch it up, but here it goes.
I know, it'll do a second rise, so don't worry about that. Nice fluffy dough coming out onto the counter right there.
I'll be your dish girl.
Well, thank you. It's nice to have one of those. Sprinkle the top with some flour.
Okay. And how long are we kneading this guy?
You actually don't have to knead it.
Oh, we don't?
Nope, you're not gonna knead it. What you're gonna do is you're actually gonna separate it. So these are banetones. So these are a classic bread basket for letting bread rise and ferment. You can see mine are very loved. I make a lot of bread in them.
Yes,
You want these floured as well because you don't want the dough to stick when it does its second rise.
Okay.
So go ahead. You want this to go into equal parts. When we do it in my store, each one works out to be about 25 ounces. Okay. But don't worry about too much of the weight. Just try and get it into 5 separate pieces. You can play with it afterwards.
About a minute left. Can we wrap it up?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, here it goes into the bread bowls.
So you're gonna go ahead and form it. What the trick is to tuck it underneath and into the dough.
Okay.
That way.
Can I try one?
Place it right there, absolutely.
May I try one?
This one's gonna be kind of big, but go ahead.
Okay, go. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's happening?
Yes.
Okay. How'd I do?
Yep, that's great. Go ahead and put it in there. Yes.
That was the most stressful part of my day.
You took it in. At this time, you're gonna cover it, let it rise for about 45 minutes, and at the same time, you're gonna put your kettle into the oven to get hot. So I already got one hot, I already got one baked. This is what it looks like when it rises.
Okay.
And then
into the kettle.
You dump it right into the kettle.
Which
right
we've
down
done.
like that. That's the top, and then this is what it looks like.
How long does it cook in there, did you say?
36 minutes.
Okay.
So we've already had this one baking.
Oh my gosh, pull that out, girlfriend. And And
beautiful kettle bread.
It's gorgeous. All right, if people want bread or even dinner, how can they stop by your shop?
Okay, we are located at 12652 South, 2700 West. We are Suite F. You can swing by anytime between noon and 7 for take and bake meals, or hot meals start at 3 p.m.
This was so fun. Please come back.
Oh, I would love to.
Thanks for sharing the secret bread. Yay! The Utah famous bread that everybody can't wait to get their hands on. And now you have the secret recipe.